What if the energy surrounding you while you sleep is quietly shaping the life you wake up to? Every night, millions of people go to bed carrying stress, fear, uncertainty, and emotional heaviness. They close their eyes, but their minds never truly rest. And over time, that emotional energy begins affecting their peace, confidence, and even the opportunities they notice in life. Ancient spiritual teachings believed nighttime was sacred. They believed the final thoughts, emotions, and symbols surrounding you before sleep slowly entered the subconscious mind. And whatever repeatedly enters the subconscious eventually begins shaping your inner reality. Tonight, I want to share a simple practice that has existed in different forms for centuries. A peaceful ritual centered around one symbolic object placed beside you while you sleep for 7 nights. Not magic, not instant miracles, but a gentle shift in awareness, emotion, and energy. And by the end of this video, you may begin understanding why small rituals sometimes create powerful emotional transformation. Before we continue, take one deep breath and ask yourself honestly, what energy have I been carrying into sleep every night? Many people think exhaustion only comes from hard work. But emotional exhaustion is different. It comes from constant worrying, financial pressure, fear about the future, regret from the past, feeling stuck while everyone else seems to move forward, and eventually, this heaviness follows people into the night. You lie down, but your mind keeps moving. You try to sleep, but stress continues whispering inside you. Ancient wisdom taught that the subconscious mind becomes deeply receptive before sleep. Whatever emotions dominate your final moments of the night slowly become emotional patterns within you. Fear repeated every night becomes emotional habit, but peace repeated every night can also become emotional habit. That is why spiritual traditions often used calming rituals before sleep, because the mind absorbs what it experiences repeatedly. Long ago, spiritual practitioners placed meaningful objects near themselves during meditation and sleep. Candles, prayer beads, sacred writings, bowls of water, flowers, small stones, symbols of gratitude and peace. These objects were not worshipped. They were reminders of calmness, reminders of trust, reminders of abundance instead of fear. Modern life surrounds people with stressful energy constantly, phones filled with anxiety, negative conversations, endless comparison, financial fear. Then people wonder why their nervous system feels restless. But imagine replacing that energy with something intentional, something peaceful, something symbolic. Because symbols influence emotions, and emotions influence thoughts, and thoughts eventually influence actions and perception. The practice itself is simple. For the next 7 nights, place a meaningful object beside your bed before sleeping. It could be a small bowl of water, a peaceful crystal or stone, a written affirmation, a gratitude note, a spiritual symbol, even a simple candle that you safely extinguish before sleeping. The object matters less than the intention behind it. Choose something that emotionally represents peace, trust, abundance, healing, or clarity for you. Then every night before sleep, hold that object for a few moments and quietly repeat, I release fear. I welcome peace. I allow new energy into my life. Slowly, calmly, without forcing emotion. Just breathe and allow your nervous system to soften. Why 7 nights? Ancient traditions believed repetition creates emotional imprinting. One night may calm you temporarily, but repeated intention slowly begins training the mind to respond differently. Think about how fear develops. Fear becomes powerful through repetition. Stress becomes powerful through repetition. Negative thinking becomes powerful through repetition. So peace must also be practiced repeatedly. Each night becomes a signal to your mind and body that you are choosing calmness instead of emotional chaos. And over time, small emotional shifts begin appearing. You may notice deeper sleep, less mental noise, more clarity, more patience, a lighter emotional state. Sometimes the biggest transformation begins quietly. Before closing your eyes tonight, try this simple visualization. Imagine a warm golden light surrounding your body. See that light gently dissolving stress, fear, and emotional heaviness. Imagine your room becoming peaceful and safe. Then picture yourself waking up calmer, clearer, and emotionally lighter. Not perfect, not suddenly rich, but more aligned, more hopeful, more emotionally open. Ancient mindfulness teachings often emphasized visualization because the mind responds strongly to repeated imagery. Your subconscious listens to emotion more than logic, and peaceful emotional imagery can slowly calm the nervous system. Many people chase abundance while carrying constant fear, but fear narrows perception. Fear creates emotional tension. Tension creates mental exhaustion, and exhaustion makes opportunities harder to notice. This is why spiritual wisdom teaches that abundance begins internally first. Not because thoughts magically create money, but because emotional peace changes the way you think, respond, communicate, and act. A calm person notices opportunities differently. A peaceful mind makes clearer decisions. A grateful heart experiences life differently. Inner energy affects outer behavior more than most people realize. During these 7 nights, practice one more thing before sleeping. Gratitude. Even if life feels difficult right now, even if things are uncertain, find one small thing to appreciate each night. Maybe it is your breath, your family, a lesson, a moment of peace, a roof above you, another chance to begin again tomorrow. Gratitude shifts emotional focus, and where focus goes, emotional energy follows. This does not mean ignoring problems. It means refusing to let problems become the only thing your mind sees. There is an old, spiritual story about a man who visited a wise monk seeking peace. The man complained constantly about stress, fear, money problems, and emotional exhaustion. The monk quietly poured tea into a cup, but he kept pouring until the cup overflowed. So, man shouted, "Stop! The cup is already full." And the monk smiled gently and said, "Just like your mind. Many people cannot receive peace because they are overflowing with fear and mental noise." These 7 nights are not about becoming someone else. They are about slowly emptying emotional heaviness so clarity can return. Another important part of this practice is protecting your energy before sleep. Reduce negativity at night whenever possible. Avoid arguments before bed. Avoid consuming endless fear online. Avoid carrying emotional chaos into sleep. Instead, create calmness intentionally. Dim lighting, soft breathing, silence, prayer, meditation, peaceful thoughts. Your nighttime environment affects your emotional state more than you realize. Tonight, quietly repeat these affirmations before sleep. I am safe. I release fear. My mind is becoming peaceful. I welcome clarity into my life. I deserve peace. I allow abundance to flow through patience and wisdom. New energy is entering my life. Say them slowly. Feel the words rather than rushing through them. Many people expect transformation to arrive dramatically, but often the deepest shifts happen quietly. You begin reacting differently. Your thoughts soften. Your anxiety reduces slightly. You feel lighter emotionally. And slowly, your relationship with life changes. Not overnight, but step by step, like sunrise slowly replacing darkness. So tonight, begin your 7-night practice. Choose your symbolic object carefully. Place it beside you with intention. Breathe deeply before sleep. Release emotional heaviness. Repeat your affirmations. Practice gratitude. And observe yourself honestly over the next 7 days, not just externally, internally, because sometimes the first sign of abundance is not money. Sometimes it is peace. And peace changes everything. If this message connected with you, comment below, "I welcome peaceful energy into my life." I would truly love to hear what object you choose for your 7-night ritual and how you feel during the experience. And if you enjoy spiritual wisdom, mindfulness, abundance teachings, and peaceful transformation, subscribe to the channel and join this growing community. Remember, your mind absorbs what surrounds it. Your heart grows where attention flows. And the energy you carry into sleep often becomes the energy you wake up with. Sleep peacefully tonight. Release fear. Welcome calmness. And allow yourself to slowly become lighter, wiser, and more open to the beautiful possibilities still waiting for you.